I have a problem. And no, it's not how much I love Daniel AUs. It's how many of them don't get seen. I find it as my job, my responsibility to show these deserving AUs the light of day. And today we are in for a freaking treat, man. Every single dandy toon as a human. This AU was made by BitterVitter.Bisky or social or BitterVitter. It's BitterVitter. We have their permission, and dude, I'm so freaking excited. You can read this card on the screen right now. I just shortened it down because this video literally would have been like 30 minutes long if I said everything. So here's the explanation to AU. Read it. I'm gonna go to the other things now. And this is where it gets really good. Up first, we got the circus troupe. And boy, do they look so good, dude. Louie's got his orange hair, his little banana-rama. Dude, he's ripped. He's so ripped. Jesus, dog. He just looks like he wants to be your friend. And Yada Matata with a baseball bat is 6 feet tall. Yo, that's actually so scary. Yada, calm down. Naturally, Louie and Yada, as well as their other members of the circus troupe, became a part of a human-ran circus and ended up rather successful. Now recognizable to certain groups of people and considered to be popular performers in specific locations. Naturally, because of this, they are exposed to many different types of people. Some who don't like Toons and many who love them but assume things about them. And don't get to stay at home all too often because of all the traveling they have to do for their show. Up next, we got Tisha, who's 6'9". Jesus! Holy smokes! That is humongous big. Do you guys know LeBron James? She's like 4 inches taller than him. Became the face and name of a brand of cleaning products called Miss Tisha. Its most popular product being tissue boxes. Oh, no kidding. All she really has to do in that regard are things like photo shoots for product production. Otherwise, she is the head maid at Garden View and one in charge of ensuring that the place is clean and tidy. Because she looks so human, she is often mistaken for one and therefore discriminated against less. It also helps that her face is on a product that many humans use and consider worth buying. Many call her Miss Tisha, even other Toons, due to the popularity of the brand, but also because she is greatly respected by many for her generally ladylike demeanor. And I just gotta say, dude, BitterVitter, you seriously outdid yourself. Oh my god, Astro's 8'6". Jesus! Oh man, Astro looks so cool. Astro, wow. This is what I'm saying. This is so underrated, man. Astro Nobile. Never really seen in Garden View, but always there. Wonder why. Only active at night, as he is in charge of the center's nightly activities with responsibilities such as night security, managing the other two schedules, and some important documentation / paperwork. Does not sleep, doesn't need it. He always looks tired. Wait. But does he still sleep? I don't know. He always looks tired and is often misinterpreted as angry with how unamused he looks sometimes. In reality, though, he's actually quite awake, relaxed, and unbothered by almost everything. Doesn't sound like the Astro I typically know. Also, Razzle Dazzle. Oh god, I love that swashbuckler vibes. Honestly, the way he's dressed here is how I aspire to dress in my real life, but I don't have the confidence. Razzle and Dazzle became a successful duo of film and movie directors. That's my boy! That's my freaking boy! Most noteworthy for being the first pair of Toons to acquire such a position, as well as being Toons who are part of the Danny's World cast. Often works with humans, but just as frequently will be the ones asked to help create advertisements involving Toons and their associated brands. Heck yeah, R&D! You make that bread! And Boxten, he's like a cyborg, but a cool cyborg. A very cool. Oh wait, look, he actually has his little spindle in the back. Boxten was originally planned to be redrawn into some sort of a musical idol / performer, but an incident occurred in which he had played his own music too loud, and this resulted in permanent damage to his ears, so the Toon handler changed their mind and instead settled on using his skills as a mechanic. Bro went from an illustrious career of being a star to then they're like, you know what? We're gonna have you work on cars. We're gonna have you work on machines. Nice. He became Garden View's main repair guy. At least he has mains there, at least. In charge of various mechanical systems and devices. He wears a hearing aid as he is near deaf in one ear, but only partially hard of hearing in the other. V is literally Hatsune Miku. She's 5'8". I got a chance. Boys, I got a chance. I'm trolling. V2 remodel for when she appears on things digitally. That's actually so sick. That's so sick. I love that so much. V version 1 became an online influencer. her. Entertain her with an online persona. You're trolling. You're trolling. She basically is a VTuber or a VTuber. In this case, who is very successful and somewhat healthy because of it. Due to this, Garden View makes her help pay off taxes. What? Since she can afford to do so in exchange for some minor benefits, such as not obligating her to work, letting her do whatever she wants for the most part. Despite the redraw, her name was not changed to version 2, as she is technically still the same V. Yo, dude, BitterVitter, if you actually make a VTuber model, can I please collab with VTuber V? That'd be, wait, no one's done that yet. No one's become a VTuber of a Daniel Toon. I could totally see that happening. Also, Rodger fully looks like a Cyclops, but a cool, like a very dapper. Wait, the magnifying glass coming out the back of his head is a little suspect. The brace is usually hidden under clothing. It's just shown here for reference purposes. Okay, so he has a brace. What's going on with that? Became part of a human-ran detective agency. Well, at least he's doing things with his life. Because he is a Toon, however, his human co-workers do not like/trust him enough to want him on most cases, so they only let him help with cases involving Toons. And he is only allowed to lead a case when it is solely involves Toons, as he knows more about Toons than they would, and they aren't given much other choice than to let him help. Darn stupid racist humans. See, I can say that because I'm a skeleton. Usually, however, he is kept in an office and made to do paperwork. He tolerates it. However, as he genuinely enjoys being a detective / the idea of helping people, the scar on his neck and his bad/injured leg comes from an incident in which a coworker had committed a hate crime. No. Grabbing the handle of the back of his head, he now has a bit of anxiety when it comes to surprises or people find his field of view because of that. Contrary due to popular belief, his one eye does not disallow him depth perception, and his vision is actually much better than most. You can also see things up close looking through a magnifying glass. That still hurts my feelings, though. That's really sad. That's really, really sad. Also, Teagan, like, I every single one, I keep saying how good they look, because they look so good. These are so well made. Alas, Teagan became the face of a very expensive / high quality brand of tea. Could totally see that. And drinks of the Persuasion. Heavily involved in human high society, seen as one of the good ones. I hate that. That's so gross. Like, there is blatant racism in this world. For expensive taste, ladylike demeanor, and class, and is therefore discriminated against less, or rather, in less obvious ways. She sometimes is tasked with managing aspects of Garden View's public image, making and maintaining connections. Some envy her, seeing her as privileged or as someone who has it easy. Moving on from that, Goob, every single time I flip pages, they just get bigger. Goob is 20 feet tall, but 1 inch. Why add the 1 inch? Why not just let him be 20 feet tall? Either way, Goob was redrawn to become a secondary character at a human-hosted kid show with arts and crafts alongside his sister Scraps, wherein his purpose is to entertain the children / keep them engaged, often involved in the show's marketing / merchandise as one of the faces of the show, but otherwise has no control over it. Well liked amongst many kids, especially young boys. See, that sounds weird, but like, it's not at all. It's really not at all. Sorry, I'm puking in my mouth. Also, yeah, drawing Glisten as a human's interesting, but this is very well done in my opinion, because keep in mind, this is the redrawn AU. They aren't inherently all redrawn as humans. However, Glisten became the face of an expensive beauty products brand called Glimmer, trying to become involved with human high society, but often failing due to do so, or he just doesn't quite get there, which stresses him out quite a bit as he is obsessed with perfection and greatly envisions Teagan's position / career. Makes sense. That's just Glisten's personality, you know? There is a way to break it, but you got a lot of work to do, Glisten. Next we got Shelly, who I think is the shortest person we've so far. 5'2". And Shelly looks like a very, very friendly Toon. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They look super friendly and nice. Big shock. Became an archaeologist, deeply interested in humans as well as Toon history and such. Studies it even in her own time. Additionally, paid to help maintain Garden View's archives and log information, though she does not have full permission to look at / document certain. With that being said, jabronis, there is still plenty more Toons that you can check out if you want, or I'm going to make another video on it sometime in the future if you guys like this. Something new, kind of a spin on the Daniel AUs that we've done, but simply put, it was just so good. I could not overlook it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all again. Bye!